is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Actually, I never left the road. This is really the same ride as I did the last time I did a video for you guys. Yeah, I decided to turn it back on. Yeah. I stopped for a little bit, had to blow my nose. Yeah, the wind was getting to me. So I said, yeah, I can keep going. So I figured, oh, okay, this will be the second video. So this will be your Saturday video, I suppose. So what else do I have to tell you guys? Well, I had comments coming in to me about all sorts of different things. Some of them private things coming in on messages to me. Let me say something one more time too, just to remind you guys. If you leave me messages on anything other than the comment section of YouTube, I probably will not see it or even answer it. So like if you go on Instagram and you leave me a message there, you probably won't get an answer from me. Or if you go on YouTube, not YouTube, if you go on Facebook and you leave me a message there, I probably won't even see it or answer you, right? So if you have done that in the past, and you wonder how come Russ doesn't answer me, yeah, I don't really look at that stuff that much anymore. Leave the comments of anything or questions, put it in the comment section of the most recent videos, okay? Even if it doesn't relate to that video, it's okay. That's what I look for, and that's what I look at, all right? So I apologize if you've left me a message before and I haven't answered, but that's the answer of why you hadn't gotten an answer. Yeah, I can't look at them all, unfortunately. There's just too much stuff that comes in now. And so I made the decision that those pages have to be there because some of the companies expect you to have a presence on there, but I don't really update that stuff too much over there, as you notice. Sometimes I put some things in there, but very, very seldom. So I very seldom even look at it. So yeah, so don't instant message me. Don't send me an instant message on Facebook or any of that stuff, because I will not answer those things. Don't send me a friend request to be a friend of you on Facebook, because I will not do it. I get a lot of that. Okay, I won't do it because I don't even go on Facebook much at all. So there you go. All right. Questions and everything, throw it on the comments of any of the most recent videos. I'll see it then. And since my vision is better now, the diabetes has gotten better, my vision is better, I'm answering, or sometimes I just put a thumbs up. I know sometimes you can't tell whether it's my thumbs up or anybody else's thumbs up, but I have to move through them quickly. So if you see any kind of thumbs up, chances are it's me. All right. And if I don't agree with what you're saying or something, usually I won't even respond or do anything to it. I'll just let it go. So, and it's okay to put stuff on there that I don't agree with. Just don't do anything that's mean or vulgar. Those type of stuff, you get it removed, basically. Actually, I was watching another YouTube channel. It had nothing to do with bikes. It has to do about stereo equipment. And the owner of the channel said that, people were saying, how come you always delete my comments? He says, I delete anything that's mean. If it's mean, I'll delete it. He says, you can disagree with me. As long as you're civil, it's fine. He says, but if you're like outright mean and nasty, he's going to remove it. I do the same thing. If it's mean and nasty or vulgar or anything like that, yeah, I'm going to either delete the comment, or I'll ban you even. Because if I see it over and over, then yeah, you're gone. It's just too much to have to deal with. So a lot of YouTubers do that. They'll just say, I don't want that on my channel, and they'll just take it off. I watch some cruising channels too. Same thing happens on another YouTuber. She said the same thing. She says, I get a lot of mean comments. She says, I just delete them. She says, I don't want them. Yep, it's true. And these are big channels, these are over 100,000 plus subscriber channels. They do the same thing, they just remove them. So, yeah, nobody wants to see that. It's not helpful for anyone when that happens, so. All right, so yeah, I can feel that the wind is kicking up a little bit now. There's a box in the middle of the road. Here's an interesting comment. You know, when the e-bikes come to you, they come in really huge boxes. Remember that when you got your bike? Yeah, well, I can't keep all those boxes. You know, they take so much space, so I usually throw the boxes out. This is why I can't ship bikes to anybody. Besides the cost of the shipping, if I were to sell a bike, you know, I got to store all those boxes too, and then take apart the bike to put it in the box. Forget it, it's too much. So, so I throw the boxes out, and one of my neighbors, I don't see him that often, but every now and then there's a get-together, and you know, all the neighbors get together and stuff. And he says, "Yeah, I see all these boxes. I keep thinking, oh, poor guy, the garbage guy won't throw out his box, because week after week there's another box out there." But he thought it was the same box, that the trash guys were not picking up the box, and I would put it back out there the next week and hope for the best. No, those are new boxes. Those are new boxes that have to be tossed out. I put my hand out just so that you guys know for the left turn. So yeah, that's going to happen again. When the new bikes come in, I will have to toss out those boxes as well. Good morning. So anyway, yeah, you can be filled up with boxes, you can be filled up with bikes. Can't do it. Cannot do it. It's one or the other. Keep the bikes, toss the boxes. Alright, so that's a slow and roll. So yeah, so comments were coming in, and most of them I either put a thumbs up or I'll answer a quickie answer to them now. It's interesting though, I do read most of the comments, and probably like 90% of the comments I'll read. Others I'll skim through them if they're particularly long. Yeah, the bike's being pushed to the side now. So yeah, the answers tend to be very short now. They don't tend to be very long from me, but I try my best to answer them at least. So anyways, this Himiway Zebra that I'm on, because I haven't gotten off of it yet, it's down, what is it, 3 out of the 5 bars at this point. Yeah, the church bells are going off. Past the Catholic Church, their bells go off. Now, here's what I typically do. Over here is an entrance to the bike path. Sometimes I'll use that and I'll cut across, but you know, like I said, the last few times I ran into that one guy telling me my bike is illegal. Some of you guys had some creative words for that guy. While I could appreciate what you're saying, I can't sometimes leave some of those things up there. So if you had some creative words for him and you didn't see your comment there, that's why. Yeah, we all think it, but can't leave it up there. The thing is, most of you guys have said something like, what is it to him? You know, really, what are you doing that's affecting him? I don't know. He just doesn't like e-bikes. There's guys that are like that. Oh, I still get comments from the original video that had over 1 million something views. I don't know, it's like 1.2 or 1.3 million views now, something like that. And some of the comments that came in with that, people were still saying stuff like, you know, get an e-trike or get a step through. Yeah, get a step through. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that. Let me turn here. I'm going to turn around. This is probably one of those cul-de-sacs, so I'll just go around it, come back out. No, this one goes through. Well, let's keep going. Let's see where it goes. So some of you guys on that video, I don't know if some of them come over and look at the other videos I have, but it says, you know, get an e-trike or get a step through. Get a step through. Most of the bikes now that I'm requesting, when companies ask me to review their bike, I always ask them for the step through version. Some of us still have in our mindset that, well, that's a girl's bike. Yeah, not anymore. Especially on e-bikes. I think a lot of e-bikes now are step-through models. And, you know, guys ride it perfectly well. Just like a step over. You know, the main difference between a step-through and a step-over is, technically speaking, the step-over version is more rigid, right? Because you got an extra bar there holding it in place. But these bikes are built so well, I don't know whether that bar is really that necessary. And so, so typically, I'll usually ask for the step-through version of it. It is easier to get on and off. But I do miss that top bar there, because if you stand over it and you just have to keep the bike steady and vertical, and you got to do things with two hands, you can let go because your thighs are holding the bike up, right? Because of that bar. But if you have a step through, don't try doing that. You'll drop the bike. Nothing's holding it up between your legs, so it'll fall over if you do that. So you have a learning curve if you're a guy and you're starting out with a step through as the first time you're riding a step through. Don't expect that to happen, because you know, all my life up to the point of these e-bikes, I've always ridden a step over type bike. So you just let go, right? Your legs are holding the bike up, not with the step through. All right, we're gonna take a right here, but everybody stopped at this point. I'm gonna try to balance as much as I can and get these guys to move a little bit. Can't balance forever here. And the lady is stopping here, so I don't know what she's doing. I have no idea. Okay, she's gonna stop, I think. Okay. I didn't know if she was gonna go forward or stop. I guess she was parking. So anyway, I mentioned once before that you know, when the batteries are stored for a while, and then you're just starting out again. I had a scooter, cool, like a moped scooter thing. It never seems like the very first couple times you take the bike out that the battery gives you full range like it used to. I mean, I'm down to 2 bars out of 5 on the battery meter right now. But I know that this bike, when I first got the battery, when I first got the bike, I did a range test. It did like 30 miles on this thing. I don't think I rode 30 miles between the last video and this one. So yeah, it takes a while. You have to kind of re-prep it back up again, and then charge it down, or go down and then charge it back up again. Couple times, and I think the battery getting used to that you're using it again. This is not the only bike that did this, okay? Some of the other bikes did the same thing. That's why, you know, you notice I took the same bikes out again, because I charge it fully. I'll do it again just to kind of get it ready for the riding season. I maybe do the same thing again with the Zebra, so if you see me back on the Zebra again for whatever video comes out in the future, it's because I'm working this battery, and then I'll go off to the other bikes and I'll work those batteries. Luckily for you guys, most of you guys don't have that problem. You have maybe 1 or 2 e-bikes, but you'll still have to do the same thing. Take it out, work it through, charge it up, work it through. Oh, somebody asked me too, he says, how low can you take your batteries? Yeah, you don't want to go all the way down. I would say at the bare lowest, I wouldn't go any lower than 20% if you can avoid it. I mean, I'm about ready to say time to head towards home pretty soon for me, because this thing's pretty far down. Yeah, don't go too low. I mean, if you go too low, you can kill the battery, so you don't want to do that. So you know, work it through, but don't kill it. And if you're new to an e-bike, you don't really know your total range yet, you got to learn the total range. I've mentioned this before. You know, no matter what these meters tell you, you got to know, I can do 30 miles on this, or I can do 25 and then I'm going to run out of battery. You got to know what range it is. And then every time you take your bike out, reset the trip meter so that you know how far can you go, and divide it in half. I mean, if you're going in one direction, divide it in half, because you need the same amount of distance going back the other way to get back home, right? Because you don't want to run out of power. These bikes are heavy, and you had to pedal this bike back, it would be a chore to do it without the battery. Not so much so if you have a commuter bike. Commuter bikes are typically lighter in weight. It's a little bit easier for that then. But this bike, oh, it would be tough. Mrs. Wright has not ridden this bike because I told her it's a little heavy. I think for her it might be too heavy for her to keep upright. I mean, once she starts moving on it, it'll be fine. But once you stop and you lean in one way, it might be too heavy for her to keep upright. So she's never ridden it and never tried it. She likes this bike, she just can't get on it. She's a little petite. Yeah, so I don't trust her on it, so I won't let her ride it. Certain bikes have come in, I just won't let her ride either because I just said, I don't think so. The bike's either too big, too heavy, you know, whatever, you know. So anyway, that's basically all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna eventually have to stop soon because my battery's getting low. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. I just wanted to make another video so I had something that's a riding video for Saturday because I'm not sure whether I can get back out again this week or not. So I said, well, I still got battery, let's keep it moving. So that's why I started it back up again. Anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, share it with your friends, do whatever. I'll talk to you guys next time.